Okay, before we load the ink to the printer, load the ink from the damper to the printing head, we go to the control panel at the left top of the machine. Then we go to enter, and we go to press down to the maintenance. Then we press enter again. Then we go to choose down to choose clean nozzle, and we press enter. And then we choose two heads because we first have to load ink. Then we choose two heads. We press enter again. Enter. Then we start cleaning. Then we can see the cap station start to moving up. And then start pump the ink. Then we can see the white ink is coming out to the waste ink bottle. Then start pumping out the waste ink. Then start wrapper the waste ink out by the wrapper. After the wipe out the waste ink, then cut it back to home position. Then flushing. After flushing, then pump out the flushing waste ink out. Then go back up to keep wet. So by cleaning, we can see the white ink and color ink all go from the ink damper to the printing head, then go to the pump, then go to the waste ink bottle inside. So before we do the cleaning and do the nozzle check, we must be sure that ink is pumping out from here. If not pump out, then we need to little adjust the cap station screw from the top. We open the cover, we can see that we can little adjust the cap station. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th screw to little adjust the caps to be sure the cap is at the middle of the printing head and surround wear. If the wrong position of the cap station, then it cannot pump the ink out. So this is the procedure to clean the printing head and load the printing head. And also, if you are not long-term use the machine, if you got some small clog of the printing head, you still need to do the cleaning as this way. Go to the front control panel to do the cleaning. After cleaning, then you go back exit to go back to the desktop. Be sure the machine is ready. So this is a procedure to do the cleaning of the machine, to load ink. Okay, before we print, we need to set up the margin, X margin, printing position. From which position to start print, which one is the 0. So before delivery, we already set the 0 position is from the edge. So for example, we load the film to this position. So we need to let the printer start to print from this position. So we just need to first go to the control software to set the margin for printing. So we go to the control panel on the left top of machine. Then we press the left button to move the cartridge out of home position. We press little bit by little bit. So here we'll see the position is 22. Well, that means we start from 22 position. So if we want to make it smaller or make it bigger, we just press right to reduce the number from 16, 11, or press a little bit to increase the X margin. So when we press the left and right, then the cartridge start to move to left or move to right. So for example, we want to print it from the 20 position or 15 position. So we just, for example, we want to print it from 15 position of the edge. So we just press to 15. Then after we already adjust to position for 15 for margin, the 15 is for position pause, is position. 15 means the position from edge to the start printing position on the axis, carriage axis. After we set, then we just press OK, press Enter, press the Enter button. Then cupping head, then that means the printer will start printing from the 15 position. And before we print, we need to open the white ink circulation and steering. First, we open the white ink with circulation switch. Now it's closed, and we open about to 40 or 45 degrees. About 40 degrees to make the white ink circulation. And we can see the white ink tuber is a little bit shaking. The white ink is start to circulation and then back to the white ink tank. That means the white ink is working well. And then we adjust the white ink steering, and also this way is off. We adjust about 50 degrees or 60 degrees to make sure the white ink is shaking without stuttering. So after we adjust these two kind of knob and also the x-axis position for margin, we already set up ready from the machine. Then we can start print a job, and also we already ripped the file. So please remember the X margin is set from the control panel from here, but not from the software. After we set, and also it's show ready, from the screen we can see it's show ready, and the unidirection low speed means the correct setting of the software. And then we can start to print. So we just go to the software and we choose the nozzle test option. Then return to the board. Then the print starts to print out the check picture. Then we can see the nozzle is print out perfectly for white and for color. But the white ink is more hard to see because it's on the white paper. But we can still see the white nozzles print out and the color nozzle, like just the one nozzle for black. So if we can got the nozzle over 95%, then we can have good print results. So if you cannot got a good nozzle check print, then we need to do the cleaning procedure as before from the top control panel to do the cleaning again. Then we print the nozzle check again. Just to be sure you can got all the nozzle for white and for color over 95% nozzle print out. Then you can start to print a picture. Otherwise, you need to do the head cleaning again for several times to be sure all the nozzle over 95% print out. Okay, after we did the head cleaning again, then we do the nozzle check again to check if the nozzle print good or not. Then we can see the white ink coming out good. See, this is the white ink nozzle for 6 channel, and for color KCMY, yellow, first is black, yellow, cyan, magenta, KYCCMM, print out like this. The white also printed with good nozzle test. You can see the nozzles print out for white ink at front. So you can got the nozzle good like this, then we can start to do the calibration later.